Welcome back, cheese lovers. Today I'm doing the cheese that we've all been waiting for. It's Gouda. So this piece is absolutely fantastic. Gouda is a Dutch cheese, as you know. I think the pronunciation is something like Gouda. We don't really have an equivalent for that G sound in English. Gouda is a city in the Netherlands, but the cheese doesn't actually originate from there. It was originally sold there, which is why it's got that name. It's one of the most popular cheeses in the world. It's one of the best-selling cheeses in the world. It's one of the oldest recorded cheeses. It's made in a sort of ball shape, sort of salted and waxed. So unlike a sort of British hard cheese where you imagine that it's in that sort of flat cylinder shape, this is in like a sort of round ball shape, which accounts for the shape of the slices. It's sold at very different ages, starting as young as 4 weeks. I think there are 5 or 6 different grades that the cheese can be put in terms of maturity. Anything over 1 year is known as an aged or an old Gouda. And sometimes you also get them with additions, most famously being the Leyden cheese, which has like cumin and caraway seeds in. It doesn't have to be made in Holland. There is Gouda made in Belgium. There's some good Gouda being made in the UK. So I don't want to go too much into the younger cheeses and the cheeses with additions because I want to cover them when I actually have the cheese. I'm going to concentrate on the old cheese that I've got today. Now, you can make Gouda anywhere. It doesn't have any kind of PDO. Apart from this, this type of cheese, which is known as a Boerenkaas. Sorry about the pronunciation, but it means like a farmer's cheese. So this does have some protection in that it has to be made from Dutch cow's milk and it has to be made in Holland, following traditional methods. So this one, it came from La Fromagerie. It's 4 years old. Oh my God, just look at that. I mean, can you see the crystals that are formed in there? That is just going to be like snap, crackle and pop in the mouth. So I've been told by my friend Dutch the correct way to eat Gouda. So the Dutch are known for liking fat on fat. So I've got here, some, it's Dutch, it's the Dutch rye bread with unsalted butter, fat on fat, and then I'm going to add the Gouda to that. Now when you get something that's aged like this, you're going to get tastes of like fudge, caramel, burnt sugar. Sometimes I kind of get this like the inside of a ping pong ball. I don't know how you describe that really. Really caramelly, hazelnutty flavours. So here we go. Oh God. Oh, wow. It kind of tastes a bit like sick, but again in a good way. The crunch of those crystals is incredible. Well, I mean, the cheese is 4 years old. Really strong, but the flavour is very complex. Really, really sweet. Another way, apparently, that the Dutch eat Gouda is sometimes with sugar sprinkled on top, or like apple sauce or apple butter. That's a bit too sweet for me, but one thing you can do is, I'm just going to take some more cheese, is to, the Dutch also dip the Gouda in mustard. So I've got some mustard here. I don't know if you've ever been in those cheese shops in Amsterdam where they sell those kind of cheese dips, all sort of different flavoured, sort of like a sort of conserve or a compote that you dip your cheese in. So normally you'd like cut it into cubes, but I couldn't be arsed, and dip that in the mustard. Really good pairing. There's a sort of fruity sharpness of the mustard with the sweet hazelnuts of the cheese. Oh yeah, they bring something out in each other. So drinks wise, with Gouda, beer, obviously, ginger beer would be great. I've been told tea, so ordinary black tea would be great, quite strong. I've also got some fancy teas here. Herb Garden, fancy tea. This is a black loose leaf tea, which has got other things in, calendula and sunflower. This is really good if you live in the northwest of England, from Booth's winter tea, which has got like a real smoky flavour. It's like it's a blend. I think they only do it in winter time, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and the smokiness would sort of bring out the more kind of caramelly, smoky, salted flavoured in the cheese. Also, Gouda goes really well with chocolate, so I did get this on Borough Market, which is what I'm going to have it with, which is the chocolate wine. Now, I'm not a big chocolate lover, but this stuff is gorgeous. It's sort of like a chocolate flavoured port, and I know that sounds horrible, but it is really good. Yeah, that was from Borough Market. You can get other ones, but that's worth a try. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. I'm going to enjoy finishing off this wonderful cheese. I have had a request. I have had a request for paneer, which I'm going to do. I just need to go and be able to get hold of some paneer to do the video. But anything else that you want me to do, please let me know. And goodbye.